Well, I think it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. Been out here about 10 hours, if it is 4 o'clock. I'm not sure what time it is. But put a 1 coat of sealer on it, the Tamco HP 5311, reduced 4 to 1 to 2, or it was mixed 4 to 1 to 2, with the standard HH 3100 hardener. And this is 2 wet coats of base coat, and there's 2 mist coats on there that are reduced an extra 5%. I take it back, I reduced an extra 15% to set the metallics and the pearl in it. Not looking bad. I think there's more metallic in it than there is pearl. And this is just base. It's wet right now because it is actually 49 degrees in here. And I used a medium temper reducer, so I put a mist coat on there, but it's kind of flowing out and shiny, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I may have to mix up a little more base coat, let this dry 30-40 minutes, maybe an hour, and then mist it again. It just depends on how the metallics stay. If they stay put like they are, I'll be all right with it. They look even to me. It's a really coarse, grainy metallic. I mean, from the way the camera looks there, you know, it almost looks like it's really rough looking, but it's not. See there, it's, you know, pretty smooth for base coat. So, I got the hood over here in the other room. Done the same thing to it. It was 2 full wet coats and 2 mist coats. So it's not as cold over here because this door isn't opening up as much, and the ceiling's a lot lower in this room than it is the other one. The other room, the ceiling's 16 foot high, so it stays a lot colder in there for some reason. This one's flashing off a lot faster. You can see it's duller, but it's looking all right. I cleaned and cleaned and cleaned on this thing. It's still getting dirt from underneath the edges of the hood and some of that foam, expanding foam that I put under there. Whenever I sand on it, some of it crumbles up. Got out there, but honestly, I'm not worried about it. It's under the hood. My opinion, if they make a hood liner of this car, I would put one on it, because there's some dings under here because I did not fix any dents on the bottom side of the hood or the trunk. I just, the trunk, I stripped the bare metal. This, I did not. It had a bunch of, looked like some polyester feather fill or something on it, sprayed all over it. And I didn't want to take the time to sand all that crap off. So I just sanded it with 180 grit, then primed it and sanded it out with 320. Then I sealed it and put the base coat on it, and here we are. So probably going to have to let this dry anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, and come back and check how the metallics look. I think the hood will be fine, because like I said, it's warmer in here. It's flashing off better. You can see this kind of has a satin look to it, like it should, instead of a glossy look like the other side, like the trunk has. And the reason why it's glossy, like I said, it's colder over there. I figure it's probably 5 to 7 degrees warmer in this room. The batteries on my thermometer and our hygrometer went dead. I got to go to Walmart and get another one. It's got one of the big watch batteries in it, but. And here's an update. So I got this done, let this dry a little bit, and next, I probably should just do the trunk. I'm dreading it, so I might as well do the hardest part first. Or I don't know, that stuff kills my back. I might not just do the door jambs, this part of all the engine bay at one time. Let that dry a few days. And as I think about it, it's going to be easier to paint the trunk because like I've talked about before, on a Mopar, the whole floor is supposed to be painted the same color as a car. I don't want to take a chance of running out of paint because when we bought paint for this, we only bought enough paint to paint the outside of the car. We didn't anticipate changing the trunk pan and the floor pan. So I think it'll be easier if I go ahead and just sand the trunk first. I'm going to make the paint kind of blow down into that area right over where the gas tank goes, right under that hump there, where this kind of falls off like a waterfall. I'm just going to let the overspray, the base coat fly in that way. And I'll clear it. It'll be done, but it is a damn chore sanding all of this stuff up in there. All in cracks and crevices and little nooks and crannies. I've sanded all that once and then primed it. I put epoxy on it. And then I sanded that and put primer on it. Now I gotta sand it again so I can put sealer on it and paint it. And doing all this is pretty, I don't know what word to use for it. It's quite an adventure, should I say, because you got to make sure you paint things in such a certain way to where you're not laying down on top of wet paint, getting into it. So it's going to be one of them things. I may not seal the inside of this trunk. I may just do the base coat and then let that dry probably overnight just to be safe. That way I don't get in here and track it and screw it up. And then I'll clear coat it. Well, take that back. I just remembered I have to put that sound deadener on the inside of the quarter panels there. So I got to do that first and then spray the base coat over it. Because you need to make sure the base coat sticks to that sound deadener. It's got, I can't remember how long it is, but there's a window that you got to make sure you get the paint on top of that. If you wait too long, the paint won't adhere to it. So, I've rambled long enough. Anyway, there's my update for the night. I've got 3 other videos I gotta splice together and then upload those, and I'm probably gonna do another video after I get the clear done and add it to this. So, I have 2 videos to upload, and they're gonna be about probably 16 to 20 minutes long, each one of them. And it will take probably 2 or 3 days to upload. My internet is slow. Well, as always, thanks for watching. And hit that thumbs up button and be sure to like the channel. Need to get some more followers. I appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.